this is HunterTube back again, and today I am going to do the 200 subscriber special, and that is the Tomy / Plarail Classic Trackmaster and Trackmaster Revolution or Trackmaster 2 collection video. So yeah, let's get started with this collection video by looking at all of the Trackmaster Revolution or Trackmaster 2 engines. So here is my entire Trackmaster 2 collection, and we're gonna start this thing off by coming down close here and starting with Thomas. Next we have glow-in-the-dark Edward, just a normal Trackmaster 2 Henry, Snowy Gordon, Real Steam James, Midnight Mail Delivery Percy, Toby, Nia with cracked funnel, Fake Rebecca, Ryan, Harvey, Salty, Hugo, Flynn, Steven, Diesel, Spencer, Philip, Ben, Custom Ben, Gator, Flying Scotsman, Custom Frankie, Hurricane, Merwin the Invisible, Lexi, Custom Theo, Streamline Thomas or Jackson Storm, Shooting Star Gordon, Winged Thomas or JJ in the series, Turbo Thomas or Speedy, Turbo Percy, he'll be getting introduced soon. Now let's move on to international engines. Etienne, Young Bao, Custom Crash and Repair Ivan, Gina, Custom Raul, Custom Rajiv, a Carlos Tender, Chinese Tender engine. Now let's move on to narrow gauge engines. Custom Rusty, Custom Sir Handle, and RC Luke, which is now just a normal Luke, because I put a Percy chassis on him. Now let's move on to non-rail vehicles. Skiff and Ace. Yeah, that's all. Now let's move on to extra engines. Coal-covered Thomas, Bouncing Coal-covered Thomas, Demolition at the Docks Thomas, Sky High Bridge Jump Thomas, Superstation Thomas, an extra Winged Thomas, because this one was a factory error. We'll get to that soon. Thomas and Ace the Racer, or Jungle Thomas, Scrapyard Escape Thomas, Glowing Mine Thomas, whatever that bridge set was Thomas, Twisting Tornado Thomas, Steelworks Thomas, Hyper Glow Station Thomas, Real Steam Thomas, Eyes Closed Thomas, The Great Race After, Crash with Norman Thomas, Patchwork Thomas from You Can Only Be You, Speed and Spark Percy, Racing Percy, a spare Gordon Tender, Talking Great Railway Show James,
Boilers, I mustn't be late.
Hyper Glow Nia, a custom Etienne I made before the actual one was released, Bouncing Glowing Diesel, Tunnel Blast Set Diesel, Brown Skiff. Now let's move on to coaches. Blue Annie and Clarabelle, Custom Express Coach, Factory Error Clarabelle with missing wheels, Custom Henrietta, Steven's Disappearing and Appearing Coach, Now let's move on to rolling stock. Scrap car, glowing Edward car, glowing mine, crystal car, fossil car, Samson's dinosaur cars, another one, which is, that's the reason why I got the second clone of Dark Edward, to make Chinese tender engine. Dynamite, tipping car, Mad Dash and Sodor car, fire hose car, Young Bow's winch, snake car, elephant and hay cars, Ace's flatbed, Blue Mountain Koi cars, another set of Blue Mountain Koi cars, Snowy Spencer's car, hay bales, Snowy Gordon's Misty Island lumber, Flynn's tank, Brendan Bay shipping, Dynamite troublesome truck, Percy's midnight mail delivery mail car, Dynamite explosives car, Hugo's car, Lexi's scrap car, Gator's cars, Superstation car, custom Red Express coach, glowing diesels, cars. Main reason I got a second glowing diesel was because of this. Our dog chewed the invisible cargo. And that's why there's another set of diesel cars. Shooting stars, flag cars, Merlin's piston car, hurricanes, slag buckets, and Steelworks Thomas's cars with tipping slag. Gear car from the Scrapyard Escape set. Harvey's cars. Scrap from a scrap car I gave to someone. And Jerome. And that was the Trackmaster 2 collection. Now we shall move on to the Tomy / Plarail collection. Alright, so here is the Tomy / Plarail collection. And now we are going to take a closer look at it. Starting with Thomas, a Tomy Thomas that I added a front coupling to. He still runs. Okay, either way, we're going to start off with Thomas with a front coupling. Tomy Edward, Tomy Henry, Black James. I originally made this. This is actually I tried to make it into Tilly from the Little Engine That Could, and then I realized after making it, Edward would have been a better choice or something. And either way, it ended up looking more like a Black James. And yes, this was made before the Plarail pack came out. So either way, Black James, Toby cover, Tommy Emily, Tommy Duck with Trackmaster 2 wheels. And yes, his face falls off. Tommy Lady, Tommy Stephanie, or however you pronounce it. Tommy Salty, Tommy Diesel 10, Tommy Harvey, Tommy Molly, well, what's left of it, Tommy Dennis Chazzy, the shell is destroyed. Now on to international engines. Original Gina, before I made the Trackmaster Revolution one. Axel of Belgium, Shane of Australia, and this was Shane's original tender before I turned it into the one that is on fake Rebecca right now. The front of Carlos, Mallard. The only reason this one was made was because I saw him in the TCC's Fast and the Fizzle boxes. So I was thinking, oh, Mallard's gonna appear in the Thomas movie called The Great Race. So why don't I make him? Yeah, I was pretty dumb back then. Okay, either way, on to the narrow gauge engines. And I know you're gonna destroy me for saying this. Why did you custom them? Oh, I was dumb back then. I turned Rusty into some Minecraft creeper. Then Mighty Mac tried to make him Widder, the Widder boss. Yeah, I was pretty dumb. Now, either way, on to like real life Plarail engines. Tetsudo Hobby Train, the Enodin 500, Romance Car, Silver Streak, Super Snake, I think, no, Super Ikachu, I forgot which one it was. EF 6019, Plarail Expo, whatever year, I don't know. Skyliner, some rescue fire thing, a drill train, E3 Komachi, and now on to the road vehicles. Birdie, Bulgy, with Green Bulgy's body, Green Bulgy, Elizabeth, Thomas as Birdie from You Can Only Be You, Caroline, Terrence, and Harold. Now on to extra engines. Roller Coaster Mountain Plarail Thomas, Jet Engine Thomas, Evil Thomas, and now this is another stupid one. Hero Brian Thomas. Yeah, it doesn't even work anymore. An extra Henry Tender, Lady with No Face, Scrapped Owen from Chuggington Custom. This originally used to be a Mallard. And I was like, hey, you know what? Plarail never made Owen from Chuggington into their Chuggington Plarail range. So why don't I make it? So I was starting to work on it. Then I was just like, you know what? I'm just scrapping this idea. A black Murdoch Tender and a red Harold to look like the one from the first Hot Wheels Ultimate Garage. Now on to coaches. Annie, a random coach. Emily's coach turned into some random coach. Galarabelle. This is a Tommy thing to look like one of the green Clarabelle from that knockoff set. Shooting Stars coaches. Yes, I made these before the Plarail one was revealed, even announced. A green coach, Madabelle. This goes with Evil Thomas. Some weird Henrietta. Now we move on to rolling stock, like freight cars. Troublesome truck, black troublesome truck, another troublesome truck that's been outside, a red van, Harvey's flatbed, 2 yellow tankers, a ripped sticker troublesome truck, 2 milk tankers, Vinny's tender thing, Sodor fuel, tanker, Scruffy, restored Scruffy. Yes, this thing went into the pool tracks. And if you don't know what pool tracks are, I made them. I followed Leo Kim Video's instructions. The log car from Roller Coaster Mountain, a slate wagon, a reddish troublesome truck, another troublesome truck, something based off the Hot Wheels Rapid Transit series, a Colo Threa car. I don't know what they're actually called, so that's what I call them. 2 flatbeds for Tomica cars, a brake van, another brake van, a blue brake van I made, a jet engine, and if you're wondering why this face was on here, this small thing used to be Rebecca. So I just slapped the face on here and then, okay, there, my Rebecca custom's finished. Okay, yeah. Either way, jet engine, another jet engine, red coach, a extra E3 Komachi back, and another thing based off the Hot Wheels Rapid Transit line from another cover of E3 Komachi. So yeah, that was the Tomy / Plarail collection. And now we will move on to Classic Trackmaster. Ow. I will never do that again. Oh, and I also forgot to show you that I have Tommy Bostrode. I also have Tommy Cranky, but I can't find him right now. And now here is the Classic Trackmaster collection that I have. So let's take a closer look at it. Starting with Thomas, of course. This is the Fisher-Price one. Just saying. Okay, we're going to start with Thomas. Snow Clearing Henry. A busted flip-face James. Light up Percy that I turned into some nonsense thing. A broken Salty. Hit Toys Salty. Billy. Hit Toys Rosie. Custom Red Rosie. Bash, missing his face. Dash. Steven. Flora, peeking back there. Splatter. Stanley, what's left of him, basically. I just did something stupid to him. Whiff, what's left of him. I did something stupid to him as well. Hero, Talking Flynn.
Fiery Flynn to the rescue!
Yeah. Talking Victor. Big splash.
Hello, I'm Victor.
Yeah. Now on to international engines. A very terrible custom Young Bao made back in 2016. Yes, I used tape. Tape! And just colored it orange. Tape! And paper. Okay, either way. Now on to narrow gauge engines. Fearless Freddy. Yeah, I did something terrible to him as well. Now on to RC engines. RC Molly. RC Stanley. He's missing that bit because it's on Theo. RC Percy. What's left of him is just his controller because RC Percy is, well, busted. RC Custom Patchwork Hero. And this may look like RC Thomas, but it's not. It's actually RC Tom Moss, the prank engine from Toy Trains for You. Yeah, if you don't know who Tom Moss is, he's from a channel called Toy Trains for You. And I made him back in 2014. Yeah, he looked more like a Tom Moss instead of a Thomas back in 2014. I'll give you a little picture of him, like, right now. So yeah, RC Tom Moss. Now on to off-road non-rail vehicles. Terrence, Faceless Elizabeth, Boulder, and Bostrode. I also have Cranky. He's just not here right now. Now on to extra engines. Pool Tracks Thomas, Gold Thomas, a unfinished custom green Thomas, Christmas Holiday Adventure Thomas, who I turned into Santa Claus. It didn't look so good. A spare hero that I just turned into something called Order Up. A spare splatter, Hank's Tender, paint splattered Thomas. Now on to coaches. Clarabelle, Henrietta, another Henrietta, Fearless Freddy's coaches, Batty, part of Angry Thomas. Another Clarabelle, which turned out weird. A custom express coach that you see for the Trackmaster 2 stuff. And now on to freight cars. Scrap car, shaving cream car, paint, troublesome truck, flatbed thingy, 3 chocolate syrup tankers, 1 Tidmouth milk tanker, 2 Sodor fireworks vans, 2 Sodor milk company freight cars, 2 Mr. Jolly's chocolate factory vans, 2 ring bottle thingies, mail coach, clown car, the refreshment ladies tea stand. Yeah. The holiday cargo car thing, flatbed. The fruits and vegetable car. 2 Blue Mountain Quarry slate cars. The circus elephant slate car. The power line car that comes with Little Percy. The ice cream van. A ordinary flat car thing. Ice cream flatbed. Misty Island flatbed. The freight car that tips its load. Right now it's coal, and now it's tools. Hector. Oh boy, this was a story. I'm not even gonna go through it. The logging car. A custom glow-in-the-dark Misty Island sliding door car, a hopper car without its thing, and then a hopper car that has silver and gold. And then we have this thing that does this. Yeah. And then we have Steven's flatbed for his horse. And then just an ordinary van. Then we have a brake van that comes with Stafford. Another brake van that comes with RC Percy. Another brake van, a piece of a brake van. 2 small green brake vans. Small red brake van that comes with Hero. And finally, I'm so sorry fans, I did this. I ruined a rare item. I ruined it. I'm so sorry fans. I ruined the toad. It has a pop-out face and not a sticker. I even have the Scruffy, and I ruined him too. I'm so sorry. So that was the Trackmaster Classic Collection. Now let's move on to the knockoffs. But before we do move on to the knockoffs, if you are wondering why my Tomy / Plarail and Classic Trackmaster Collection was so small, here is your answer. I don't know what to say. I, destroyed them. Anyway, now to the knockoffs. Not again. Also, one more thing. This is the only remain of RC Percy that remains to exist. So, yeah. And so, here it is. Here is my knockoff collection. My knockoff Tomy Trackmaster designed Thomas collection. If you thought I would have more, as much as Leo can video, well then, you thought wrong. But either way, I have a Thomas here that has a shocked face. And he has the Horde sound chip. And he came with this car. If you're wondering why it looks weird, is because I tried to make it into one of those diesels in disguise thingies from the Great Race. Also, another weird thing is that it's American rolling stock when it's a British island. Now, this one here would have been another one of these Thomases, except it would sing the roll call song from, season 7 through like 15 or so. And then it came with a tender and then another one of these. And it came in this ginormous set. The next one I have is Bill. More like Southward is his name. Yeah, knockoff Bill. And he makes the same horrid sounds. And he has flashing lights. As well as Thomas. He has flashing lights. And then his number is 2010B. Yeah, Thomas has the number 1. And then his cars are Henrietta and a ginormous slate truck. And he also came with the same ginormous set the singing Thomas came with. And now we move on to this Thomas, who is a little bit different than this Thomas. It's because the company that made this one did way better on this one. Did way better than this one. See? Let me just show you. If you look on this one, boom, coupling's gone. Look on this one. There's no way that coupling is coming out. Because they safetied it. Like this one, they didn't safety it. This one, look how this piece slides and shifts around. See, you can literally see it shift and slide and shift. And if you give it enough force, it'll literally fly off. Unlike this one, if I give it as much force, there's no way it's going to slide and shift. Because they secured this piece in place. I mean, the people in China who made this knockoff Thomas made this thing as strong as a real Thomas license thing. The inside, that is. But the cover is still cheap plastic that can break. And I have proof. This cargo car snapped. Like that. It snapped. And then also, look what else it can do. You can just pry your fingers, and bang, there. It snapped off. Then you can, look, bang. These black wheels are not part of it. And then you can just take these wheels and bang. Oh, look. Oh, and then your little child will either choke on this, or this. And then they'll be sent to the hospital, and they'll either be dead or alive. Yeah, that's the dangers of these knockoff things. Yeah, and if we look back at this Thomas, did you see that? It got into the battery compartment easily on both of them. Then child will take out this battery, go gulp, 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 and then they're gone. Yeah, same with this one. But just saying, would a child be that smart? But before we do that, move on to the next one. Are these shells interchangeable? No, they are not, because this one has a ginormous peg to stop the coupling from falling out when it's put together. That's not as smart as this one with the weird face. I will stare at you forever. Okay, either way. Now moving on to the next engine. This engine here was something different. It was a steam locomotive, number 2011. And if you're wondering why its chassis is gone, well, back in 2014, I smashed its chassis with a hammer. Yeah. The reason was because, 1, its sound chip died, 2, its lights died as well. So I just basically smashed the chassis with a hammer, like Leo can video. So yeah. And it would make the same sounds as Bill. So yeah. Also, one more thing, this one does the same thing. But either way, it would be like that. And then the tender, it would come with a tender, a black tender with aluminum coal. And then it would come with this wagon that I don't know what it is. Let me know in the comments what this wagon would be for. Yeah. And just saying, another difference with these ones is that they have screws underneath them. Unlike this one has no screw, which can easily get in. These ones, the engines are more low quality, but the rolling stock is more high quality. But I don't think so, because I snapped this tender yesterday by just stepping on it. Okay, either way, on to the next engine. It's CRH. What does that stand for? Okay, either way, it's a bullet train from someplace. And then it has the switch on the side. It's not double speed like Plarail engines. It says that, and that says First Class Coach. What? I know you're confused. I am confusion too. Chinese do not know how to spell. That there is Chinglish. And it says it everywhere. Oh yeah, that's that one. Also, this one and this one also came in the big set with fake Bill and that other fake singing Thomas. Now, this one came in a set that has Strange Track. And this is what the Strange Track looks like. I know, it may not look like Trackmaster Track to you, but that's because it is not Trackmaster Track. And it is made for this track. Oh, there he goes. See, it's made for this track. But you know what else it can run on? You know what else it can run on? Yes, 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 yes! That's right, folks. I'm doing no editing tricks. These wheels are on the track, and these wheels are on the track. It can run on Trackmaster Track. So that's why it is in the collection video. Whoop! Basically, if we take a closer look at this one, it looks more like Thomas' shape than, what do you say, this one, who is looking up in the air. Oh yeah. And it has like this face that looks like it's staring at you with its eyeballs. And then it says motorized engine. And then on the side we get some artwork from the model era, the hit entertainment era. The era where things started going downhill. And then it's on the other side too, just flipped. And then on the top, it says this. Number 877-33, Train and Friends. What? I am confusion. Explain, China. Explain right now. Okay, either way. After that, Thomas has a tender in this set. So yeah, it's Thomas the Tender Engine. And all it says is train and friends on both sides. Then it comes with this American style caboose. Yeah, and it says Train and Friends number 3. It comes with more model footage from the hit entertainment era. Yeah, and then this side, the sticker came off. Basically, every sticker has come off on this thing, except the face and this one, and the top one. So what I did, I just took some tape and retaped it on. Oh, as well as this one. That one didn't come off either. But look, they're starting to peel away. Like so. So this one lost the wheel. Literally broke off. But anyway, look how easy. Oh, there. Snapped. And then, oh man, these, ouch. This edge is like sharp. It's hurting my thumb right now. These edges are like sharp. And there goes another sticker. And then there, now you have a flatbed. And then look at this. This one is gonna go bang. It's not gonna do it. Doesn't want to do it. There. It did it. It went bang. See? And then, oh. Well, there you go. I broke it. Welcome to the dark side. I just snapped the wheel. Now we have a broken wheel. Welcome to the dark side. Yeah. See, you can then just snap the wheels off. Like that. And then this thing just opens up like that. And then your little child, goodbye. They're gone. Yeah. So that's that, Thomas, for you. And the big question is, after its wheel breakage, will it still run on its own track set? Let's find out. Well, it's going fine so far. Well, there you go. The caboose just... Oh, there! It just broke off. Now he's gonna ram into it. Yeah, the caboose just broke off. The caboose is now pointless. Can only run like this. Unless you maybe have the caboose backwards. Just see. Oh yeah, the caboose can run backwards still. So yeah, it can run with our broken wheel. So yeah. So there you go. That was the knockoff collection. And now that we saw the knockoff collection, let's take a look at the final engine of the collection video. This Imaginarium wooden railway all plastic train. So yeah, it's just this Imaginarium thingy made of plastic. The smoke box doesn't even hold on very well. It sort of free rolls, but it's very slow, and the batteries wear out very fast. And it has the same Horde sound chip as the knockoffs. So yeah, and even pressing the button doesn't make it stop, So yeah, now that the sound stopped, it's good and calm again. So yeah, it also has a light on the front. And yeah. Now that we looked at all of the engines, it's at that time of the video where we say thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the 200 subscriber special, and I'll see you all in the next video, which I don't know what it will be. Oh, I know what it will be. It's going to be an Engine of Many Colors remake. See you then. Why did I have to hit the exercise machine? Why? Yes, I forgot to show off these two, as well as ourselves.